Hi, my name is Busayo Olowokere, and I will be reviewing the 9th episode of Abattoir Season 5. But before then, watch this video.
I'm scared. I'm not scared, but you see, that introduction is just a lot to take in.
But you asked for everything, and you get everything. When I am done, you decide what the court needs.
Welcome back. I'll be giving you 6 lessons learned in the previous episode. That is the episode 9 of Abattoir series season 5. And I'll start from number 1. In no particular order, I'm going to be arranging them. Number 1, I'll be speaking about faith. The faith of the doctor's daughter. Imagine, even Akin, who is the person that God is using at that point in time to do what he wants to do through Akin the evangelist, as other people called him. And now is the fact that the ladies or the small girl, the little girl's faith made her whole. That means no matter how small your faith is, you can be whole from any types of challenges, sickness or illness or anything that is befalling you. And number 2, I would like to speak about submissiveness, and that was seen in the life of Martins and Dele. Don't forget that the lecturer invited Dele to come and preach in his house, and Martins was expecting to see a man of God, but he saw his mentee coming to preach. And one of the things that happen to a lot of believers is that when they begin to see someone that you mentor teach you, some people don't jot down, some people don't write, some people don't pay attention because they feel, oh, anything that he's going to say, I probably taught him about it. But Martin was submissive enough to listen to what God was saying him through Dele, who was his mentee. I must say that one of the person that was blessed in that fellowship was Martins. Number 3, I will speak about unbelief or doubt, and that is in the life of Akin. Akin had a great level of unbelief. He didn't believe that God would really use him to do anything because he felt that his daughter coming up, when he prayed was just a fluke. But it was more than a fluke, and a lot of people were already coming to meet him. In fact, there was queue. They were queuing for Martin, and there was a point where he was saying that, he prays that God will give him a window for him to escape. How? When God is ready to use you, you are talking about window, nothing for you. And again, the 4th lesson that I also learned and I want to share with us is the spirit of discernment. It is very important for us as believers to have the spirit of discernment, and this was seen in the life of Baba Gbero. Remember when his wife went to look at Rambo, who is now AKA something. I'll talk about the AKA later. And Rambo was in the room. His wife came in, and there were a whole lot of things, but Baba Gbero was so sensitive in the spirit to know that there was something strange in his house at that point, and that provoked prayer. As believers, as Christians, you must be able to be discerning at every point in time to know when there are any form of unclean spirit in your house, on your life, or anywhere, to pray and seek God's face. And number 5, I will speak about envy and jealousy. Come closer. And that we saw in the life of Mr. Kofo, Martin's lecturer, or Martin's co-lecturer in the university. You see how he was all envious and jealous about him, and he was the weapon fashioned against Martins. If not for the lecturer who was present, there would have been a lot of issue. And now let's go to number 6, where we talk about the redemptive power of God, redemption. Rambo, finally, we are not going to be hearing 10,000 of now. We're not going to be hearing that in this from the Abattoir series now, because the man has encountered God. God came to him and he had the encounter. Let me tell you, Rambo is no more Rambo. Rambo is now Paul. So I was just saying that he's going to preach and scatter. Do you know who Paul was in the Bible? Come close and let me tell you. He was one of the greatest creature that ever lived. So what are we expecting then? Now I will give you a bonus point. It is the ability for your spouse to believe God over your life. And that we saw in the life of Akin's wife. Akin's wife believed that God would use her husband mightily. Remember that she was the one without the faith at first when they were praying and all. But imagine how our faith grew in that circumstance. Instead of Akin's faith to grow, Akin was already scared about things that was going to happen. So you notice that these are the lessons that we've learned, and these are the things that we should also have in our life as believers in order for us to thrive. So stay tuned for more review in the next episode. Episode 10 will be coming out on Sunday, and we are ready to make the review for you. Till then, stay rapturable.